of movies, depending on what part you're watching. Like if you walked in at a certain point, you'd be like, oh, this is this kind of movie. But it's not. It's really all these different things.
Yeah, I had mixed feelings on it. I was really digging it for the first 25 minutes, that first part of the movie, because I love work stories, and I really liked Rachel McAdams and her character, and I'm a big Survivor fan. So all of those elements were really working for me. But then when she becomes a majorly unreliable narrator, I was like, oh.
An unreliable narrator, just for people, because that is a perfect description of it, where you're taking everything they say at face value, but it turns out maybe they're not telling you everything that you should know. So Rachel McAdams plays a talented but long-suffering corporate employee who, after having just been passed over for a promotion, she finds herself stranded on a deserted island, or a deserted island. I always think desert island, but this is like a very tropical island, so it's not like it's just like sand. But at any rate, she's now there with the company CEO, played by, I forgot his name. Dylan O'Brien. So he's younger. He's the one who decided to pass her over. They crash. She saves him. Yeah. And now her love of the show Survivor suddenly comes in handy as she's going Gilligan's Island on everything, building everything nice, and he can't even get up because he got injured in the crash. But then he tries to be the boss again. That's not going to go over well.
It goes back and forth. There was a time where I was thinking, oh, are they going to rom-com this? And then they definitely don't. But I was enjoying that because that's who I am as a person. but then they don't go there, and then it definitely goes to some very dark places.
Okay, so Sam Raimi is the director, and if the name sounds familiar but you're not sure, he directed the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy. That's what he's most famous for. But among certain movie fans, he's just as famous for the Evil Dead trilogy, for Drag Me to Hell, and I swear he did one other sort of horror-ish one.
Yeah.
But his mark is he's pretty good at the scares. He's very creative in how he shoots things. So, you're going to see this cool shot at one point where they come into a cave where the camera goes through a spider web with a spider on it, and it really kind of sets a really good scene. But he also is good at, when he goes horror, did he do Jennifer's Body? Did he do that one also?
No, that wasn't him, but
okay.
That's similar in tone.
But yeah, so then there's parts where there's still laughs to kind of get you to release the tension a little bit. So as I watched this, I thought it was kind of goofy fun sometimes, but other times, oh my goodness, it gets quite violent, graphic, and gross.
It is.
Although some of it is played for laughs.
Yeah.
And that helped me to be less grossed out, but nonetheless, I got grossed out watching it. And when I was done, I was like, okay, I could see that there'd be people that would like that. I'm like, but this is probably the only time I'll ever watch it.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I just wish they'd kept her character more likable throughout instead of trying to twist it and surprise the audience. I was less in love with that, and because I was just so rooting for her. And I guess that subversion is good, but it also was kind of like, oh.
As you're watching it, now that you say that, I remember thinking, how are they going to end this? Depending on where the story goes, but what is the end game going to be? There was one twist that I guessed really early. The other twist I did not guess. So, there are some fun little tweaks to the thing, and we don't want to give away too much for those of you who are going to go, because I do think for a certain, for the right audience, this is going to be a hoot, and they're going to love it.
Yeah, everybody I know is just raving about it, and I wasn't there. I was definitely more mixed on it, but it definitely has its audience.